Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not, with the video nasty error, what I'm doing, I'm a local focus, let's compute the utility of the local focus movies with the 3 Gates of Hell, that being, you remember right there, House by the Cemetery, that's right, the complete utility House by the Cemetery. Now, I like local photos. I remember reviewing Zombie Fest Eaters. I remember reviewing City of the Living Dead. And I remember reviewing The Beyond. But this one is a mixed bag. I say it again. It's a mixed bag. For people want to know why, people say this is a tassie, they say it's a good video nasty, they say it's one of their favourite local photos. I'm sorry. If it comes to my favourite video nasties from local photos, it would have to be Zombie Fest Eaters. I don't mind City of the Living Dead. It has its issues, and I remember saying it with the jumping zombies appearing here, there, and everywhere, the fucking hanged in peace. But I don't mind it, it's what it is. I don't mind Beyond. There's some excuse of blood and gore that weren't needed, but that's just local photos for you. But I don't mind it. With this one, it's a mixed bag. It'd have to be a rant and review. Now, people love this film, people praise this film, people fucking shit this film like it's a fucking piece of gold. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do just a D. We're gonna have to. And the reason I'm gonna tell you is a review and rant is because I just don't think it's as good as the other two. Fucking shoot me. I don't. And I'm gonna say why. So at first, you get a couple making out in this old abandoned house, and one guy gets whacked on the head. It's pretty typical movie. You don't see who's done it. You know, typical time the man's the killer. The girl sees the after shots of her whole bear. She's half naked, by the way. Nothing to get excited about. But there's a good death scene here. She gets stabbed in the back of her head, and the knife comes on the other side of the mouth. So I do that one from Lucy Folks there, but if you out it compared to City of the Living Dead with Electric Joe in the head and the woman vomiting fucking her ducks out and the blonde spiders eating a guy's face. There's not really that much blood in this one. There's not really that much gore. Okay, I just said it. A dude gets a knife in the back of the head, and in the dossier, and halfway through the film, a dude gets a fucking head cut off with a knife. But to me, I just think it was tame compared to them two. I think it was tame. Somebody cut my fucking head off. Seriously, I just think it was tamed. So you gotta say, you got the dude, just lying there dead, and then you get the music. If everyone remembers an old TV show in London called I'm an House of Horrors. It kind of reminds me of that the way it starts up. It goes la 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 la. I'm not gonna do the rest because I'll kill it, but I can't even kill it if I did anyway. The music sounds like fucking I'm an House of Horror, the TV show. You remember the TV show called I'm an House of Horror? One day might be through them. Good horror show back in the its era. It reminds me of I'm an House, the way it starts up. Now, the only good thing about this is, if people have seen this, if it looks similar to another haunted house film, think of Ghost House. I remember reviewing Ghost House. I remember having a laughter in a colony on Ghost House. It looks like fucking Ghost House. I'm not making this shit up. It literally looks like the film they used in Ghost House. And that's because it is. They used the same cemetery and the same house what they used when they did Ghost House. In all fairness, I think Ghost House is a better film. I really do. So you've got this couple and a kid. I'm going to say kid. I'll get to him in a minute. It will be a rant with him. And they moved to this house, which has past history. The same house where the fucking hubby and the dude got murdered. Surprise, surprise. It's that house. And you think it's a typical haunted house film. There's a bit you see a photo, it gets a toast up, you see a girl steaming on it. But this kid is so fucking annoying. Now I know it's the dubbing, and this lad is now growing up, we've got kids of his own, and even he admitted it's not his fault, it was the dubbing. But there's a bit in it, right? Now I do remember Mambo for Life reviewing this, and it's all bits of the film. Sadly I can't get away with it, but if I could, I would. They're talking, the muffin and father, and in the background you get all the way down your fucking ear hole. You hear them on a conversation. I know he's a fucking kid. But seriously, all you hear is down your fucking ear for the last hour. I swear, I fucking swear. I don't against kids, but fucking, oh, this kid is so fucking annoying. He has been the most annoying kid with the most annoying voice I've ever heard in fucking horror, fucking history. He's an horror his fucking self. He's an horror. He's just stepping told in and run for his fucking dough. Why didn't you just use the kid form, City of the Living Dead? He seemed natural. He seemed like a normal kid. And what's an insult is, this kid's got pretty blonde hair, and I swear some fucker says, he reminds me of you when you was a kid, because I used to have beautiful blonde hair when I had hair. I will fucking stream the ultimate stream, because this kid is the most annoying little fucker ever. I know he's a little lad, but he's annoying. And you got the same actors, like I say, was in City of the Living Dead and From Beyond. And even she says one scene to a little lad, will you stop whining? Because he's got one of the most whining fucking voice I've ever heard. He really has. I'm hoping something kills him. I know that's wrong, he's a kid. I don't want harm done to a kid. But this kid is fucking annoying. His voice, Mom, Mommy. That's his fucking voice. I'm not even exaggerating it. What the fuck? What the ultimate fuck? And that's the kid. Only for the fucking film. The most annoying, irritating twat I've ever heard. Really have. But anyway, moving on. So there's a bit where they're near this window and you've got a mannequin of a girl and the girl's head drops off and blood somehow comes out. I don't fucking know. Didn't explain why. You've got a babysitter and she gets her head cut off. The bit I just said when she gets her head cut off. I do admit it's a good head cut scene, quite gruesome, quite graphic, but again, not as memorable as City of the Living Dead, not as memorable as the Beyond, the bit where I just said with the spiders and other bits. Not as memorable, and that's what it is. It's forgettable. You got one scene, a woman who's selling the house gets killed, and she gets killed by an ice pick. There's a bit of blood coming out, but it's not really that memorable. And you got a feeling that the husband's paying away. There's a bit where he's looking at this woman, and then she says, "Have I ever seen you somewhere before?" No. And that's it. He never foils that on. Never foils on was he shagging another woman. What? Doesn't explain fucking diggity dig about the husband. So to find out the history of the house. And then for some reason you got this zombie fucking Frankenstein fucking monster. That's one by the way what's doing the killing. Oh, they kill a bat halfway through the film. It's just an excuse for animal cruel death. And it's in this, it's not like Cannibal fucking Holocaust or Cannibal Fairlot, that's in my hand. It's not like Cannibal Fairlot or the cannibal films. You can tell it's not a real bat, but it's like, was it needed? Was it fucking needed? But like I say, you got the Frankenstein monster. He kills the dad. He rips his fucking jugular out. Not that memorable. It's in better deaths than other loatsy folksy films. But the most laughable death is, which is take the piss, is the same woman that played in City of the Living Dead and Beyond. Is in this, like I said. She gets killed, right? She gets killed. The lad sees this door all the way through the film. What's warning him? He's got an idea it's a fucking ghost. And the mother's getting dragged down the fucking stairs. Again, if we saw it, sadly I can't, copyright. But if it did, you see what I mean? It's getting dragged down the stairs and then bouncing like this with some shitty sound effects. And the kid's going, Mom, Mom. It's like, shut the fuck up. And the mum's dead. No blood, not a broken neck, nothing. No, it did that better. No, it did that better. Fucking Die Hard. You see when Bruce Willis is fighting the baddie and he falls down the stairs and you got the idea he's broke his neck. That made sense. And this, she gets dragged down and she's banged the head a few times and suddenly she's fucking brown bed. Whatever. And the monster's fucking dragging the kid and the kid tries to get through this floorboard and a hand helps him up. Surprise, surprise. It's that little girl. And for some reason it's now in the olden times. And it ends with a stupid tirade, weird kids are monsters. Can't remember what the fuck it says, but it's so stupid I can't be asked to memorise what it says. You got these annoying kiddie sound effects. Wincing down your fucking hero, annoying as fuck, and end of fucking movie. And this movie fucking under my patience. I don't hate sitting up this, it's fucking my patience or what's that. I don't hate House by the Cemetery. I don't hate it, but compared to City of the Living Dead, which I almost tipped up and said, compared to From Beyond, I forgot the name of it, From the Beyond, compared to them two, this is a step down. It's a step down because all it is these people who moved to this house. The only interesting thing is a couple of years later they used it, like I say, in Ghost House. But it doesn't explain about this little girl. You got the idea it's a ghost warning the lad. The lad is one of the most annoying kiddie actors with one of the most annoying grumpy voice I've ever fucking heard. Makes me want to kill the little fucking runt. Um, you got the fucking father, doesn't explain if he's paying away or not. Don't see him with the head getting cut off, but I've seen better death scenes in other loatsy folksy films. The Frankenstein monster, he doesn't explain what the fuck he's doing in the cellar. He kills the fucking family, so it's sort of a downbeat ending, but it didn't really give a fuck. The kid fucking annoying because his head get cut off, and he got annoying kiddie sound effects where this monster screeching like a baby, and then the fucking mover, and it's the like I say, you got the same music, like I say, it sounds like the movie Hammer House, la 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 at the end of the fucking film. I don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck. Would I watch it again? Probably as a time waster. Is it one of Loxy Folks' best? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People like House by the Cemetery. Good for them. To me, it was a step down, like I said, from Sitting Up the Living Dead and The Blonde. It's a step down. And the fact that the actors that appeared in Sitting Up the Living Dead and Blonde, granted, it had a stupid ending in City of the Living Dead. It has an ending where they're in hell and she goes blind. But in this, her downfall, she gets dragged down the stairs. She's bound fucking bed. Nice. I don't know what she went through in all the other two. Not that she's a different character. She's a different character, but come on. And the kid gets out of Dodge. And this kid, it's like I say, he's one of the most annoying fucking kids. He's not even natural. He's just fucking annoying. So maybe I just watch it at time wasting. Maybe I wouldn't because of the fucking kid. I just wish the monster killed the kid because he's a fucking annoying little fuck. But other than that, because it's loads of folks, I'll give it a 2. It's an average. But is it a good film? I'm sorry people love it. I'm not. But into that, be smart, be safe. See you later.